Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today, we'll read the Tales, creepypasta, I think it's called. It has me in it. Let's see, how scary is, they don't have money. Okay. After I got home from work one day, I thought I'd buy a game for my son. He's into Mario, Sonic, and Donkey Kong type stuff. So I got a game I didn't think he played yet. It was Sonic R. Guys, that's the game I'm in. It was a racing game, as I heard. And at the time, it was pretty new. I raced home to give him the game and kiss my wife on the cheek. I heard, and she was happy for me giving him a present. Look how to read. The excitement filled his eyes. I could tell he couldn't wait to play it. He went back to his room when I was right behind him to play it with him. A couple days ago, he told me he's almost done with the game. I watched him beat the last boss, and he roared in excitement as he beat it. I felt good for him. I patted him on the head and asked how it was. The predictable thing was, as I did, I looked at the credits and saw a character I didn't recognize. I pointed at it. I pointed and said, What's that?" He said it was the Tails doll. Oh my god, guys, that's me! I asked what the Tails doll was. He said it was the Tails doll again. Yeah, that's a pretty good explanation. It's yeah, I don't know. That's a pretty good explanation of the Tails doll. You just say the name again. I'm doll, It's in the name. The doll that's Tails, I facepalmed and no the sincerity, I think that says, I'm not sure. I called for him to get in bed, and as he was sleeping, my curiosity got the best of me. I went into his room and quietly turned down the volume on the TV, getting ready to play some Sonic R. I heard Sonic R is hard to control and stuff, so I wonder how he's gonna get past that. Knowing he already beat the game, I decided to play it through again, watching him from earlier. I noticed you could play as Tails doll. Knowing that was the main reason I wanted to play the game, I chose him to take up with some of the gang. Okay, that's a little okay. It was pretty fun, actually, until I tagged him way up with Sonic. Right when I hit the button, my whole life changed. My life was in the palm of its hands. Okay, just change pronouns right now. It was all calm at first, I must say. The screen shut off along with the game system. I let things be and went to bed with my wife. She grasped onto me as I did to her, falling into a deep sleep. At around 2 a.m. Man, I wonder where the cough came from. Anyways, at 2 a.m. I started hearing thumps on my door, keeping it shut, and knowing my son could get whatever he wanted himself. I just said, "Go, stop, go back to bed." The thump kept happening. I got very annoyed, and noticed as I got up, there was a little shadow from under my door. Nothing compared to a regular human-sized shadow. Man, I really wonder. Man, I really wonder who this could be. I kind of started freaking out. I slowly opened the door and heard these very faint words I will never forget again. Okay, let me try to do a quick voice. You are coming with me forever. Guys, rate that creepy voice. Anyways, it was a doll, an evil, blood-covered, possessed little doll. It was from the game. It had to be. It looked just like it. I screamed and woke up the whole house as it started clawing my toes. That kind of makes no sense. Like, I was scared to get in there, but whatever. Blood was all over the floor. It was growling very aggressively. As my screams got louder, my wife called the police and scattered across the floor running from me. Its scream was awful. It left a trail of blood behind. It said it has what it needs, knowing it couldn't finish its job that night. Ever since to that day, I am afraid to go to sleep at night. My sleeping paralysis are I don't know how to read that word, apart. I go to sleep around at 6 and wake up around 8 p.m. to start my day. I know this may sound fake, but I swear I'm shocked to even think about falling asleep at night now. There's a better version? Oh, okay. Is there a worse version? Only that one. Okay, this one seems also interesting. Grail and his friend Noel were looking for games for their Sega Standard at EB Games. When they came across Sonic God, Grail was about to ask how much it was. But when he got the account of the salesman said to take the game for free and get out. Well, that's kind of rude. Like, at least if you're selling a close to EB game, make some money out of it. Anyways, I heard the salesperson say, "Take the game with you." He dropped the game he was looking for and ran over to Grill. Did he say we could have the game for free? He asked. Grill was about to shake his head no, but when the salesperson said yes, Noel got Grill by his arm and the game and pushed him out of the store and to his house. When they got Noel got his Sega Saturn and Sonic R and put the game in. When the game started, they didn't see Sonic or Knuckles. They only saw what looked like Tails. Now thought it was just a weird glitch or that someone hacked it, but Grill knew it was more than Grill knew it was more than a glitch or a hack game. Much more evil. The first thing they noticed was North started the first race, and the track was full dark red and black, and music that was playing was "Can You Feel the Sunshine?" That song's good, and so it's just not that creepy. Like, if I hold it, I would be like, man, this does not fit this area at all. Anyways, but played backwards. Backwards is also it's backwards. That's not that creepy. It's definitely more creepy, but it's not that much more creepy, you know? But North thought that this was a hack, but Grill thought the game was haunted. He didn't think that their copy was the only haunted version of the game. He thought all copies were haunted by terrors. When North beat the first race, he unlocked Supersonic. Grill knew that Knox didn't even get the 7 kills, but Knox didn't question how he got it. But he did stand up and cheered for himself. Yeah, woohoo! This is what he did. How did you unlock him so quickly? Asked Grill. I don't know. How to scream. Noah screamed excitedly. Why are you question? Why are you question? Sorry, I'm having a little bit of a hard day. Reading. Anyways. Why are you questioning it, Grail? Something feels weird about this game, Grail said. This game feels haunted or something. You've been watching too many horror movies, said North said. You No, I don't watch that stuff, North, Girl said. North finished his second race with Supersonic when the game said a challenger was approaching. When the challenger approaching screen faded away, the screen faded into black and stayed black for about two minutes. That's like, I would probably think the game broke and probably restart it. Okay, anyways. It then cut to a picture of Sonic being violently attacked by what looked like to be a stuffed animal version of Tails, with a very loud scream and laughter for a split second. And then of Tails with a very loud scream and laughter for a second. Then it went to the race. You know, just normal stuff. Like, crazy. When the race started, Supersonic was standing on the track by himself. The ready, set, go was said, and Supersonic started to move by himself. Okay. Grail looked over to North and said that his hands weren't on the control. As soon as Supersonic crossed the finish line, North was able to control him, and what looked like Tails was right behind him. And Supersonic and Tails crossed the finish line, and it looked like Tails won, but it said Supersonic won. And then when it said they unlocked the Tails doll and the Tails doll course, when this happened, North and Grill both looked very confused. Is that a letter? North asked Grill, and North asked Grill, and Grill could do was nod his head, and North went to play as the toaster when the letter opened up. Whatever you do, don't read that letter, Grill warned North, but North didn't listen and read it anyways. What it read was, "Can you feel the sunshine?" Lyrics backwards. Okay, that's definitely not scary. I'm not gonna lie. That's definitely not like scary, like at all. No, when North was done, the TV started to vibrate. North took a hammer and said it hit the TV with the TV stopped vibrating. I stopped the TV vibrating. North said, "Yes, but how do you play the game? The game," Girl says. "I have a TV in my room," North said as he unplugged the system from the now broken TV and the wall. "You know that Mom and Dad are gonna kill you for breaking the TV," Girl said. "I know, but it's worth it." They went upstairs to North's bedroom. When they got to North's bedroom, the broken TV started to vibrate again, and Toaster started to came out. Good job. Wait, I want to know about that. Oh, no, I'm kidding. North and Grill were now playing a different game because of what happened. They were playing Sonic Adventure 2 on the Sega Dreamcast. When the doorbell rang, North and Grill went to answer the door, but when it opened, no one was there. North closed the door. When the doorbell rang, North opened the door, and no one was there again. He closed the door. He kept but kept his hand on the doorknob. The doorknob rang again, and North opened the door as fast as he could, but no one was there. The only thing there was a toaster. North brought it inside the house and washed what looked like blood off in the kitchen sink. When he washed the blood, he stand up off a couple. He standed up off a couple dishes to dry and went upstairs. When the toaster stood up, it flew off the counter and on the floor. He walked up to the stairs and he flew up to North's bedroom. Grill felt like they both was being watched by something evil. "Hey, North, do you feel like you're being watched?" Grill asked North. "Are you sure you don't watch horror movies?" North asked Grill. Of sure, of course," Grill said. "I have to go to the bathroom," Grill said. He said as he walked to the bathroom. As he was walking to the bathroom, he saw something out the corner of his eyes. It was the toaster as it turned towards his left, and he didn't see anything. He turned to his right, and he didn't see anything. He thought that it was his imagination and went to the bathroom. When he was going back to the bedroom, he saw something move, so he went to go see what it was. Anyways, he then saw it move again, walked toward the grill, saw that the tails doll would, and walked over to pick it up. He said, I walked over to pick it up and bring it to his room. When he brought it up, North asked, where did you find it? I found it by the stairs. Grill said, I thought I left it in the kitchen. Anyways, let's play Sonic again. North said, do you remember what happened before? He said, yes, so. North said, so do you want to kill your TV too? Said, that was a freak accident. North said as he put the game in the Sega Saddle. He went to play the tag game as the Tails doll. As soon as he tagged the last person, the Tails doll in his room came to life. North and Groove both stood up and walked towards the door. North opened it, and then they both ran as fast as they could and almost got to the front door, where the Tails doll in front of them, and killed North with his razor sharp claws. Then made Grill very angry, and he grabbed a baseball bat and started swinging at the Tails doll, each hit missing. Boy, this man sucks. He swung it one last time. The Tails doll caught it and broke it. Grill then stepped on its head and ran to the kitchen to grab one of the kitchen knives and swung at the Tails doll again. The Tails doll caught it and killed Grill. The Tails doll went back into the upstairs TV. The police came to the house because neighbors called. They said they heard a lot of noise coming from North's house, but they got there. North and Grill were both upstairs in North's bedroom. One of the police took the Sega Saturn, and his partner said there was no mortar weapon. Also, it kind of I don't know. My only big problem with the story is very mean, and also why did he go back into the TV? That makes no sense. Just like leave. You could sit there. No one would question that. There's so many. Why would you go back in the TV? Makes the least sense. Anyways, I think I could fight this guy because I have a gun.